Hello, fellow translators. So today I wanted to talk to you about rates. And as you know, I run an agency as well. I run a small agency, and every now and then I need translators for certain language combinations. And usually, if I don't have a translator on hand or already have someone in my database, then I'll go to pros.com to try to see what I can find. And I just kind of wanted to show you that how an agency, what they see when they receive the quotes. And so you kind of get an idea of what they see and the average of the prices that they get, because I know this is a big question for a lot of translators. At least it was for me every time I was applying for a job, especially at the beginning. So here what I did was I blocked out the name of the quoter. These are just screenshots of various jobs that I've posted up, but I kind of wanted to show you sort of what you see as an agency when people apply. You have, well, first of all, the proposed completion, which very often isn't entered and sometimes is entered, like you can finish it on time or depends on the deadline, blah, blah, blah. And otherwise, you see the quoter. Here's as the name of the quoter plus the thumbnail, I think. And then you have the quote has a subject and then the price per word, usually, or sometimes it's total. So anyway, I want to show you here. This was for a job that was English to Chinese, and I've always been so surprised at the rate, at how low it is very often. A lot of people seem to be offering stuff for a very low rate. And this kind of really worried me the first time I saw it because, when I'm applying for jobs as a translator, my rates aren't nearly this low. But on the other hand, I do think it's, so I, as an agency, I actually, every single one of the people that I've hired through these have been definitely on the higher part of this rate, just because I've had some nightmare scenarios with people with low rates in the past. And so I tend to go for people who have a high rate. I don't trust the low rate. And I do think it is a losing strategy to try to compete on price. But here I just wanted to give you an idea anyway. So this is English to Chinese. And as you can see, people write, 5 years experience, blah, blah, blah. And they write 7 cents a word, ATA corresponding member. I'm not sure what corresponding member means. I think it means they just paid their dues or something. 5 cents a word, $5 US, 8 6 or 5 US cents, I should say, 8 6 here, 25 total. I don't remember what the total job was for. Obviously it was a small job, and etc., etc., etc. And but you see everything from 4 cents to double that, 8 cents. So it really runs the gamut. And actually I'm surprised it doesn't go higher than that here for English to Chinese. But anyway, let's look at another example. This is English to Japanese, and as you can see here, they're a bit higher, 12 cents, 14 cents, stuff like that. Some are a bit on the lower side, but anyway, here, this is English to Japanese, and these are some of the prices that we see. So this is English to Spanish, and this was editing though, that's why I had to mark it down, and that's why the prices are so low here. As you can see, they're quite low. 3 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents a word, 480 total. I don't remember what the full text, how long it was, I'm pretty sure it was not about homosexuality, though. That's pretty weird. Editor with experience on text about homosexuality. I have no idea why they would have that. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's their specialty. But I don't remember what this text was about. It definitely wasn't about that, though. It was probably some document. Okay, that's weird. I'm kind of curious about that. Anyway, I don't remember that from the first time around. But anyway, as you can see, they kind of run all over. And here for editing as well, I tend to hire on the higher side. I don't remember who exactly I hired from here, but some of these low ones, like 2 cents, 3 cents a word for editing, even there, I'm not, I don't know, it's kind of iffy. But it also depends. So for me, actually, I should say, these aren't the first things I look at. The first things I look at are the ratings, the past ratings on pros, and you need to click on their profile to see that. But I kind of just wanted to give you an idea because a lot of other agencies might just, look at this list and this is what they see first. So it kind of gives you an idea. Anyway, let's go to the next one. French to English, and so here you see something like form paralegal. That kind of catches your eye as well. In case you're wondering what to put in your subject, once again, you put stuff like French to English. That doesn't help you at all. French to English. And in fact, I think pros.com even says don't put that in your subject because it's obvious that this is French to English. That's what I'm hiring for. Unless they have many, many different languages, then maybe it can help. But usually you have to specify the language ahead of time anyway. Anyway, here we see 5 cents a word, 8 euro cents a word, 11 cents a word, 9 euro cents a word. And so, it kind of goes up and down a bit. And once again, this is French to English. I'm guessing this was a legal translation because I see licensed attorney, former paralegal. But yeah, there we go. Let's do the next one, French to Chinese. So here we have some interesting ones. French to Chinese. I thought they would be way higher than this, and 7 cents a word. This one surprised me. In fact, I remember thinking this would be too low. So here we have 12 cents, 15 cents, 10 euro cents, etc., etc. And so, yeah, these are a bit on the higher degree, on the higher level, but not as much as I would have thought. I would have thought French to Chinese, I'd get a lot higher quotes. But here I want to show you Italian to Chinese. And here I got 20 cents a word and 10 euro cents a word. So yeah, these were higher. I only got 2 quotes, but anyway, this kind of shows you. And it's interesting because yeah, you have a rare language combination like Italian to Chinese. The main thing is you won't have much competition. These are only 2 people, 10 cents a word and 20 cents a word. I don't remember who I went with in the end, but oh yeah, I needed traditional Chinese. Actually, I think I went with this person even though they were cheaper. And this is quite high actually for any type of translation. But yeah, here I needed traditional Chinese. I remember it was hard to find people. And that's also why you have, a lower number of people. Here, Chinese to Italian. And this is 6 years. I guess it was just a stamp. It was a short translation, so $25 total. Here it's 65 euro cents. And so this, yeah, here again, only 2 quotes. So, not that much. And then here we have Portuguese to English. And here, obviously, quite a few other quotes. And 9 cents, 8 cents, 5 cents, 6 cents, 65 total, 8, 7, 6, 9, blah, blah, blah. And 4, that's very low. And again, here, I don't remember who I went with in the end, but I can assure you it was definitely not this one. It's probably somewhere from 8, 7 maybe, but 8 or 9, or, anyway, obviously, like I said, the first thing I check is always the ratings, and so it usually depends on that. But usually the prices will be a bit on the higher side just because I trust that more. It's less of a headache, and I know I won't have to come back to it and deal with it and stress out about it later, maybe pay someone else to edit it or redo it. So anyway, I hope this kind of gives you an idea for some of the prices, at least for some of the language combinations, and it shows you what people see when you're applying for a job. So it shows the price and also, the subject line. So you can kind of take advantage of that. And, put something, yeah, like master's degree. Maybe whatever you have that catches people's eye more than 820,000 words translated, something like that. This can, this can help out. Something like Portuguese to English translation, that won't help at all. So anyway, hopefully this can help you out a bit. By the way, if you want to know standard rates for any language combination, I think the best thing is just to go to here, pros.com, employers/rates. And here you can just enter, anything you want. So if I put like Italian into, I don't know, English, that's my language combination. I'll put any field for now and submit in US dollars. And then it kind of gives you the average rate, 11 cents, minimum 8 cents, average rate per hour. Anyway. And so this kind of gives you, and this is more in line with what, to expect. From professional translators. So when you're first applying, I would say don't become demoralized if you saw those low prices, because a lot of people are going to give really low quotes. And usually these are like the fly-by-night translators, I call them, because they'll do a couple translations, but they're usually bad, and so they don't get hired again. And the people who do hire them aren't serious about translators, so their career kind of flounders after a while, also because they can't really earn a living from it. And while the people who charge a bit of a higher rate usually tend to have more long-term careers and are more serious about it as well, and are also a higher standard. So anyway, hopefully this helps you out. Once again, it shows you the rates. And here, if you go to search.pros.com/employer/rates, you should get this. I never know how to find it on here. Like I've said many times, their website's really confusing. I usually actually just Google pros.com rates, and that's how I get this page. But anyway, hopefully you found this useful. If you did, don't forget to click thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to tell your friends to subscribe if they haven't, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, thanks. Bye.